GameFront!
Update!
GameFront!
Update!
GameFront update. James Heaney.
Mitch Saltzman.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing great. I had an audition. I can't talk much about what it's for, but I can say it was for Adult Swim, so I think I did good.
Very cool. I don't know if you saw this. I kinda sorta had an audition too. I don't know if you saw. There's a contest going on for BioWare. They're doing a contest for Dragon Age Inquisition, and they're putting an open audition out for a villager role for anyone to send an audition, and the winner gets taken down to their studio and gets to record a minor character for the game.
And I assume their studio is it the EA studios down in
They have, I think, 3 or 4 studios. One's in Canada, one's in Los Angeles, and one's on the East Coast. So whichever one you're closest to, they fly or drive you down to it.
I bet you got a great shot, Mitch.
Oh, why, thank you, James.
I bet. Is it okay if we hear
I mean, not right now. I don't have the lines in front of me, but I have on Twitter.
Just talk to me in the voice, Mitch.
No, I don't. It's just I don't know what the voice is.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to put you on the spot.
James, I recorded a file and I put it on Twitter. If you look through my Twitter feed, or if you pay attention to your damn Twitter feed, James, you would have seen it.
I only use my Twitter feed to see if there's danger in my neighborhood on Venice 311.
which I would imagine you would check it pretty often then.
Well, when there's a helicopter above my house, first thing I do is I push the couch against the door, and then I check the Venice feed.
All right. So what's going on in the world of games today, James?
Well, I don't know if anybody heard, but they're canceling on Friday the Call of Duty Elite service. It's going to be just completely shut down.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Unexpected.
It
was such a great service.
I know. There's got to be ones of twos of people that are
maybe
going to
even
be
3s or 4s.
No,
3s
Mitch,
or
don't be
4s.
crazy. The Call of Duty
You're
Elite
right.
thing is useless.
That's crazy talk.
But there will be ones of twos of people.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. But yeah, what exactly is entailed in the Call of Duty Elite service? I don't even remember anymore. It was map packs, right?
When you signed up for the Elite service, I think you got map packs. But ultimately, what the Elite service was is you could, on your laptop or on a tablet, you could go in and I might be wrong, but you could see definitely your stats and your clan
I don't want to interrupt you, but I just want to double check. Have you been switching the camera for this update, or are we just watching my face?
Mitch, you'll be happy to know we've switched so many times that I'm gonna have to put an epilepsy warning at the beginning of this clip.
Okay, good. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Continue.
Okay, I'm doing pretty good, but maybe too much. Give me some comments in the comment section. But yeah, you check your stats, your clan settings, and I think you could change your loadout, and you could look at maps, heat maps of levels to see okay, this is where I've died a whole bunch. Mm-hmm. I may have grossly exaggerated some of those things, but generally that was the Elite service. Some
of that stuff sounds cool, but how much did you have to pay for it?
It was a paid service. Any amount of money is ridiculous to pay for that, especially, and everybody should have seen this coming. From my understanding, the majority of all these features are now in Ghosts anyway, Call of Duty Ghost. So they've gone to make it free anyhow. Because you could use your tablet or, I think, phone, and definitely PSP to access that information as a second screen, or on Xbox, a tablet as a smart glass. Yeah.
That seems... It seems like it should have been stuff that has been included in Black Ops 2, but yeah, it's not surprising to see it go.
No.
In other not surprising news, Nintendo Wi-Fi connection shut down. So that's the online service. It's shut down,
or it's shutting down?
It's shutting down. That's right. It's shutting down. I think in May.
In May.
So
did they send you a letter, or did somebody come to your door and tell you? Because you're the last guy who's playing the Wii.
Are you the 1 or 2 people out there who is playing the Nintendo Wii online? It's also the 3DS, and we make fun of it, but there's a couple of really popular games that still use Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. the one of the generations of Pokemon. I think Black and White uses online, so you won't be able to play Pokemon Black and White online anymore. You're gonna have to throw down the money for a 3DS and buy X and Y. Mario Kart, the Mario Kart games, you can't play them online anymore.
I mean, I played those, but it's like kind of done. Like even when it was new, it was hard to connect to the. Well, you could connect to strangers, but God help you if you wanted to connect to a friend.
God help you. The worst was Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers Brawl. The online in that game it's one of my biggest disappointments in all video games, because I told myself, if this game has a solid online mode, I don't need anything else. I'll just play Smash Brothers Brawl online for the rest of my days, and I'll be completely happy.
Well, I'm glad the video game industry still has you, Mitch, because that would be a shame to lose you to Smash Brothers Wii.
But yeah, it was absolute garbage. I was so mad at the game that it almost ruined my my opinion of Brawl.
Mitch,
Fortunately,
I have not played. Can you explain to me what the problem was with it? Was it lag? Was it like what?
It was laggy. It was, well, to be fair, I mostly played it in the first couple weeks. I gave it a couple weeks. It was still ridiculously laggy. I don't know if it's still laggy, but that was just one of the problems. The other problem was you couldn't. I don't think you could actually play with friends. It was ridiculously complex, and the main mode was just random. You couldn't change the rules. It was just 4 people, 2 minutes. I think random level. I don't remember a lot about it. I just remember being supremely disappointed in its online offerings.
Can I tell you something? It's let me just preface this with well, I'll put it like this. I have a friend who knows this guy that worked in the video game industry as a tester for a company who he probably had to sign an NDA for. All right?
Right. I got you.
And for this company, okay, he worked for a music genre game. And when they would test this game on the Wii, we weren't allowed. It was a music game. This person's friends wasn't allowed to use the whammy bar.
Good save. Yes.
They weren't allowed to use the whammy bar because if you did, the game you would lose connection with whoever you were on. And this was a released title because this person was working on DLC at the time. So this company released this music game where it wouldn't function online at all, to the point where you couldn't use all the buttons when you worked on it.
Wow,
please
it's a good thing.
Don't put in the comments if you think you know the guy I'm talking about or the company I may have referenced he was working for.
It's a good thing that guy kept his mouth shut.
Yeah, I know. This guy's got a lot of stories.
Oh, moving on to things that won't get some guy thrown into NDA jail. But I guess we can talk about Thief a little. I've been playing Thief. I'm a little disappointed in Thief, James. I don't know if you noticed.
I kind of gathered it. I'm surprised.
I was really looking forward to Thief.
That's what I was gonna say. You've been looking forward to this since E3.
We watched a demo together, right?
Yeah.
I was one of the few people. I think I was one of the few people who walked out of that demo saying this game's gonna be great. I think you and who was there anyone else who came in there with us?
Oh, I think we were there with Phil Owen, maybe. Or maybe
Phil Owen definitely.
Phil Owen was there, but he was working for another company than GameFront, which I'm sure we're not supposed to say, and I don't know anyways.
Yeah. I was pretty hyped on Thief. The thing is, here's the thing. Stealth games live and die by their AI and how you can interact with the AI, and the AI in Thief is just brain dead. It's not so much that they're brain dead, it's that everything is so binary. You're either in light or you're not in light. There's no in between. You're either in a tiny speck of sunlight and you're glowing like the glow of 1,000 suns, or you are in a slightly shady area and you are completely invisible unless they are right in front of you. And I don't know. I expect more out of a stealth game in today's world. I expect more nuance in the stealth system, And even beyond that, I feel like if you do get spotted, what's with that face?
I started having menu screens come up into the video.
Oh, I thought you were like, oh, Mitchell's talking again. Let's just let him go.
No. I was listening to you. In fact, I would like to say, in my mind, I was still on the fact that was the best use of the word binary I have ever heard.
Oh,
this game is so binary, and then you went on to.
It's actually binary, not binary.
I'm sure there's infinite ways to say that.
But what was I saying? So yeah, I expect a little more nuance in the stealth system, and even if you do get spotted, I expect there to be a more fun way to get out of dodge. If you get spotted, basically the only hope you have is just either running away and hope that. And when you run away, you obviously get a whole train of enemies because you're running through sunlight to get away from everyone. Or you fight, and fighting in Thief is just miserable. It's absolutely miserable.
That's a shame to hear.
That's my my spiel on Thief. It's not a terrible game. It's just a little disappointing to me. Oh, and the sound mixing. The sound mixing is the worst of any AAA game I've ever played. Sound mixing is James, imagine you are in the room you're in right now, and your girlfriend is talking, in the kitchen. I don't know how far your kitchen is from where you're standing. How far is it?
I can pretty much reach it like this. Okay, I live in a small apartment, so I'm like touching both doors right now.
Okay.
Oh,
well, then imagine that she's
there.
Imagine that she's in the house next door and she's having a conversation, and you could hear that conversation just as loudly as you were speaking. That's what the sound mixing in Thief is like.
Are you sure that Garrett doesn't have just super powerful hearing?
I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
Okay. All those things aside, do you remember how cool the guy was that we talked to from
Oh God, Stefan Roy.
That guy was so entertaining.
I feel bad. I feel bad criticizing the game because he is so cool.
Yeah, and that guy did the best presentation ever.
Stefan, if you're watching, just know that just because I'm not a huge fan of your game does not mean that I'm not a huge fan of you. You are amazing, and I cannot wait to see what's next for the Square Enix Montreal, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly where it was. And Stefan, if you're watching, I haven't played the game yet. I'm not going to be nearly as big an asshole as Mitch is.
All right. Well, I think we've both incriminated ourselves enough in this game.
Yeah, I know. I know we have. We should end it fast.
We should end it right now.
Let's put it up really late at night so that no one notices it.
Or the one or two people who do notice it might not this time.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like,
comment,
and subscribe.
Bye-bye.